Hello everyone again. So this is part 3. Last time we left off with states and we have our map done here. So I've actually already loaded into the game because today we're going to be doing national focuses, which I think are the easiest and, in my opinion, honestly the most fun thing to mod. This is where you decide what path your country goes down, what they do, and you can really do a lot through national focuses. So the first step is just creating their file. We're going to be working off of just this one country today. So we're going to go down to common national focus here. This is honestly, again, so easy. Just copy and paste one of the default things, or you can just create a new file. You want to rename it to whatever you want, test, focus, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the country name. And just drag it in, and drag in the generic one for reference. So don't worry about this, that doesn't matter. All you need is to just take this up here, and this is your focus right here. So you could just copy like this part, paste it in, make sure you actually copy focus tree, and just make sure you have a bracket at the end here that connects up focus tree. So everything in your focus tree file has to be within this focus tree thing here. So this is the ID, just name it honestly whatever you want. Test tree, doesn't matter. Country, so you want to set factor 1, and I believe it's just tag equals and then your country's tag, which is just TST. Let me double check that though. I might actually be wrong on that one. Sorry, I just want to check this. Okay, no, so you're actually going to do it like this. I figured. Type it out like this. So you have country factor 0. This way, no country can use it. But if you happen to be that tag, which in our case is TST, then add 10, which just basically means, yes, it's your tree. It's TST's tree. Default, set it to no, because it's not the default tree. And if you want it to reset on a civil war, no, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And now we can actually get into making our focuses. So it's pretty simple. Just copy one from the base game. I mean, most of it is copy and pasting. If you just take the first generic one, it's really small, really simple. Paste it in. Now, first things first is your ID. This is the name of your focus, kind of. So we're going to name it Civilian Factories. There we go. This is the icon. So where do you get your icons? I think the easiest way to get them is just to look up national, where is it? Here you go. Go on the wiki here and just find national focus icons, and all you got to do is just click on the one you want. So we want the civilian factory one. In this case, I guess you guys really don't care, so we'll just open link a new tab and just copy this part. Don't copy the PNG, just copy the name. And you're going to paste it here. But there's two things you have to do. First of all, this F has to be lowercase, and you'll notice this won't work. You always need GFX underscore in front of it. Sometimes instead of focus, it'll be goal, but make sure GFX is in caps and then underscore, all lowercase, the file name, and you'll be good. X and Y is the position in the focus tree that they'll be in. If we actually load in here, it should reset. There you go. Civilian factories. That's the icon we picked. If I change this to 10 and 2, it moves all the way over here to the center. I think 10 and 1 is a good spot. The cost is how many days. So right now it says completion time 70 days. Here are some good dates for you. 7.2. That's going to be exactly 50 days. 5 is going to be a 35-day focus. And I forget what 100 days is, but you can just play around with it. 15 is about 105. You can set it to 1500, whatever you choose. There you go. It's a lot of days. You can set it to 0. 0 days. You can set it to 1. 7 days. But keep in mind, you can always do like, I believe 0.5 should work. Ah, okay. No, 0.5 does not work. That just crashed my game. Um, let's relaunch that. Okay, but keep in mind, like 1.5 will work. Anything though below 1 seems not work. That was kind of me testing it. Other things we can do though, we'll just set it to 7.2. I like a nice 50-day focus. I think it's a good in-between. You can set available if capitulated. Doesn't really matter. There's two things that you're going to need is prequisite. That's not spelled right. Okay, let's get one with that. Prequisite, here you are. You're not going to need this in your first focus, honestly, but I like to just have it there for now. And if you're not using it, since it's your first focus, just put a thing in front of it and it won't matter. Now, what is a prerequisite? That means what focus you have to complete before completing this focus. And I'll show you, very simple. You'll understand once I show you in game here. So we have our first focus here. By the way, this is the completion reward. I'll keep it simple. Gives you 5 army experience. So if you just copy your focus here, you got to change the ID. You can change this to 2, so it'll be below it. Focus. Let's just do focus 1 and 2 for now. So this will be focus 2. And this will be focus 1. The good thing about focuses is you don't have to restart the game. They automatically appear like this unless it crashes. So now we can turn on prerequisite. And we set this to focus 1. And as you can see, requires focus 1. Can't do it unless you do focus 1. That's how you do it. Pretty basic. If we actually move this over to 12 though, and we copy this, and we set this to 8, there you go. Now I've created a choice. You have a choice between these two. I think setting it to 9 and 11 would look a little better. There you go. But for the sake of you guys seeing what I'm about to do next, I'm going to show you this. So there's a few other things you can do. There is bypass, which is bypass equals and then just whatever you want. So in this case, the motorization effort will be bypassed if they have the tech motorized infantry. You can do bypass equals less factories, than 100. Bypass if you have more than 200,000 men in the field. And these are all just things you can do. If you want to look at all of them, you can do. I believe you could just look up modifiers. Should be a nice list here. Yeah, you can do things like this. So, you can do like any of these. These are all great to know. Not all these will work, keep in mind. A lot of them won't, but anything you really want to do. Like, here's a good normal one that I use a lot. It's, where's the bypass? Did I just lose it? Oh. Yeah, I'll show you. This one's called Has War. So you bypass Has War with TST. I don't think that'll really work, but there you go. We'll bypass the focus at peace. It's because it's technically at war myself, but you get it. It'll bypass the focus if you do that. Other things you can do is available. If I spelled that right, I'm not a great speller. Manpower. I forget what it is. If you ever want to search something and you don't know what it is, manpower in field. You could just search this up, and usually you can find the code. Of course, I can't find it now. Oh, there it was. I just saw it. There you go. Has army manpower, size equals to this, which is less than or greater than? I don't even know. There you go. At least 550,000 men in the field are required to do this focus. Or you could do bypass that if you have 500,000 men in the field, whatever you want. So yeah. Another big one to know other than prerequisite is mutually exclusive, I believe. and you can set mutually exclusive focuses. So I can do focus equals focus 1. Now if you do make a mutually exclusive, this means you have to choose one focus over the other. You have to put it, oh wait, I should do focus 2 and 3, right? Wait, oh, this should be focus 3, my bad. We have focus 1, 2, 3. So focus 2, you have to put it in the other focus you're putting mutually exclusive with, otherwise you'll get an error and it will not work as you intend. So focus 2 is mutually exclusive with focus 3, and focus 3 is mutually exclusive with 2. And now you can see these branches are mutually exclusive. So here's a tip too, focus dot auto complete. And you can just do them instantly. So if I choose focus 2 over focus 3, I can no longer do focus 3. Again, focuses are super simple, super fun, super easy, I think, once you actually add flavor to them. Other things you can do, relative position ID. This just usually means where it will be in comparison. So if you get rid of this and this, you can do relative position focus 1, and it will usually just, of course, usually it'll put it like close to that focus or underneath it, but it's not. It's weird in this situation. That's really it, guys. I mean, there's so much you can do through focuses. There are search filters, which if you just do this, it'll be research filter. You can see the filters at the top here. Research, industry. If you want another one, you can copy and paste it and just type it out. There's a lot you can do through focus trees. I mean, add tech bonuses. And if you ever want to know how to do anything, again, I really recommend you join the Discord or just check in the base game. I mean, focus factories. I don't know if this will yield results. Here you go. I mean, this looks complicated, but gets you Navy experience. And in state 809, it'll add a building, add a dockyard. It's going to be level 1, meaning it'll build 1. Is it going to instantly build? Yes. There you go. Same thing. For this guy, it's not working. I'm not sure why. That looks about right to me, but it's all messed up the way I'm viewing it. But you guys get the point. Oh, there you go. Dockyard, level 1, instant build. So much you can do. And if you really want a full list, go to focus tree modding Hoi4. No, not the wiki. Create a focus tree. If you log in here, it'll actually let you do multiple things, country creator, ideas, and it'll make the code for you. Create focus tree. Sadly, I have to log in. I don't have my login, but it will create a lot of the code for you. And that's really it. I mean, there's so much you can do with these. I mean, they can get really in-depth or they can be really simple. The last thing I want to show you is how to do the localization for them. So if we go back to our test mod here. Where is it? Test mod, localization. You can just copy and paste this and just rename it to focus. It really doesn't matter. English. I just like to keep with the kind of English for some reason. That's how they do it in the base game. That's just how it is. All localizations can be put anywhere. I can put any localization I want. I can put the focus localizations and the country localization. It won't matter. They're all shared, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's say I do focus 1. Oh no, sorry, focus 1 dot dot 0. You always have to have the dot dot 0 and then your parentheses. Focus 1. If we relaunch the game here, you'll see it actually be named. So yeah, you can create some really crazy in-depth stuff here, or not. You can create some really simple stuff, but just like that, it's so easy to create such a simple tree. And the other thing you can do too is just focus 1 underscore desk for description dot dot 0, and this was description test hello Hi. And that's really it for focus trees. I mean, it's so simple. Most of the time you're just copying, pasting, and then just, changing different things about it. Um, that's really it. Again, the amount of stuff you can do through a focus tree is insane. Position change, but you can see focus 1 is actually named focus 1. Or was it focus? Who did we do it for? Why didn't that work actually? Hold on. Uh, did I do that right? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm teaching you guys wrong. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know why that's not working. Of course it doesn't work when I try and show you, but that's how you would do it. I mean, you can see in here, focus I English, and you would just... That's correct. I don't know. Alright, well, you get the point. That's usually how it's done. And that's really it. There you go. That's our epic focus tree. That's all I really have to show you. I mean, I'm not going to create a whole focus tree. That's all you need to know. It's so simple. And you can also do, by the way, if you're in debug mode, reload space focus, and it'll reload your focuses for you. I don't know why that's not working. Something's wrong with that. But seriously, it's so simple. And if you want to make it the generic one, simply just copy the top of this. Factor 1, default, yes. Again, so simple. You can do tech bonuses, you can do Army XP, Navy XP, Air XP. Look at this, like this is complicated. If Capital Scope not doesn't have any free building slots for airbase, then add one. I don't know. It gets complicated. Set country flag, all this stuff, route. But then again, it can be so simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. That's really it, guys. I've kind of just been rambling on about the same thing. Next time, I guess we'll do events. We'll add like an event for this through this focus tree, and then I'll show you guys units. Then I'll show you probably buildings within the same video, how to add like a new building, which is pretty cool. A new resource could be cool. I might go into research. I plan on it, but research is pretty complicated, and I do understand it, but it's a mess. It really is. And you know my luck. This isn't even working. So yeah, it's so simple. I'll see you guys later.